Data transfer group. So students, in data transfer group, we can transfer the data, or we can transfer the values either from the register to the memory or from the memory to the register. So in our microprocessor we have registers and we have memories. So in case of data transfer register, either we can transfer the data between two registers, or we can transfer the data from memory to register, or we can transfer the data from register to memory. So we can transfer the data in different ways. So we have number of instructions that comes under the data transfer group. So first instruction of the data transfer group is move RD, RS. So this instruction means this is the source register while RD is the destination register. That means the contents of this register will be moved to the destination register. Now students, again one important thing in the microprocessor, the data is copied from one location to another, but it won't delete from the location. For example, here we have the contents 10, and those 10 contents I have to transfer in the destination register. So after the execution of this instruction, the new value in the destination register is 10, as well as the value 10 is retained in the source register also. So that means after transferring the data, the source register remains unchanged, while the destination register can copy the value which is being transferred from the source side. So students, initially we can see the format. So the format for this instruction is RD, this is RD, and the contents of source register will be transferred to the destination register. Next one is the addressing mode. So students, addressing mode, here we have registers in the instruction. So that means the addressing mode is register addressing mode. Next one is the flags. So in the data transfer group, no flags involvement is there. Only we can transfer the data from one location to another location. That means no flag will be affected. Next is students bytes. So how many bytes will be used by this instruction? 1 byte, because no data as well as no address is being specified in the instruction. Next one is the group. So group of this instruction is data transfer group. So this instruction comes under the data transfer group. Now we can see the example. So for this instruction, suppose we have an example that is move B, C. Students, in our microprocessor we have 7 general purpose registers, that is A, B, C, D, E, H and L. So by using these registers we can transfer the data from one location to another location. Now student, this is the example that is move B, C. So this example means the contents of C will be transferred to the B register. So that means whatever will be the value in C, that will be copied into B register. Now for example, initially in C we have 25H and in B we have 30H. So after executing this instruction B, C, after execution, what will be the result? After execution, B is having value 25H while C remains same, that is 25H. So that means whatever the contents is in the C, that will be copied into the destination register, and the contents of the destination register will be overwritten by the new content. So here now after transferring the value from C to B, now both the register is having same value, that is 25H. So this is the move instruction to transfer the contents from one register to another register. Now second instruction we have is move the contents of register into the memory location. So that means here contents of register will be transferred to memory location that is pointed by HL pair. So students, M means HL pair. So whatever the address that is pointed by this M, the contents of the register will be moved to that particular location. So the format of this instruction is, here we have HL pair, so that means the contents of register will be transferred to the memory location that is pointed by the HL pair. Now the addressing mode is, students, I told you earlier, when M is specified in the instruction, that means the addressing mode is always register indirect addressing mode. Next one is the flags. Again, in this is the data transfer group, so that means no flag will be affected by this instruction. Next is bytes. So 1 byte is used by this instruction because there is no direct address and the data is given in the instruction group. So this instruction comes under the data transfer group. Now we can see the example. For example, we have example move M comma C. So move M comma C. So here the contents of this C register will be transferred to the memory location that is pointed by M. So we can see it with the help of example. Suppose in C register we have contents 29H and HL pair can point to the memory location C005H. So the memory location is C005H, and at this memory location we have contents 99H. So this instruction means now we can move the contents of C into the memory location that is here C005. Okay students, so after execution what will be the result? So after execution, now the new contents at this memory location C005 are 29H and the C register remains same. So that means in this case the contents of the register will be moved to the memory location that is pointed by the HL pair. So here HL pair can point to this memory location. So the contents of C will be transferred to the to this memory location that is C005, and these contents will be overwritten by the contents of C. So after this instruction, now third instruction we have is move the contents of memory into R. That means the contents of the memory location that is pointed by the HL pair will be moved into register. So contents of the memory location that is pointed by the HL pair is moved into register. Okay students, so here the format is the contents of the memory location that is pointed by HL pair will be moved into the register. So this is the format for this instruction. Here again we have M in the instruction, that means the addressing mode is register indirect. Flags, no flag will be affected because this instruction is data transfer instruction. Bytes, so 1 byte is occupied by this instruction and this instruction comes under the data transfer group. Now we can see it with the help of example. For example, we have an example where the instruction is move C comma M. So this instruction means the contents of the memory location that is pointed by the HL pair will be moved into C. For example, we have HL pair that can point to the memory location C040H. Okay students, so M pointed to the memory location C040H, and at this memory location we have contents 29H. and C is having contents in the register C. We have contents that are 30H. So after the execution of this instruction, move C comma M, now the contents in the C register are 29H, because after moving the contents from the memory location to C, now C can override the previous contents with the new contents. So the new contents in the C register are 29H, while the contents in the memory location C040 remains same, that is 29H. After this instruction, next instruction we have is MVI R comma data. So MVI R comma data means to move the contents that is given in the instruction directly into register. Move the contents directly into register, or we can say immediately into register. So the format for this instruction is, here it is data at the source side and the data will be moved into the registers immediately. So if the data is given in the instruction, so that means the addressing mode is always immediate addressing mode. Next is flag. Again, no flag will be affected bytes. Now in this instruction the data is given and data is of 1 byte. So 1 byte is occupied by the data and 1 byte is occupied by this opcode, that is MVI R. So 1 byte for this and 1 byte for this. So total we have 2 bytes instruction, and the group is data transfer group. Now students, in this we can see the example. For example, we have the instruction that is MVI D, 05H. So this instruction means immediately we can transfer 05 into the D register. So after the execution of this instruction, what will be the result? After the execution of this instruction, D is having value 05H. So immediately this data will be moved into the register D. Next example, for example, we have MVI C, 09H. So this instruction means after the execution of this instruction, now the contents in C register are 09H. So immediately in this case, immediately the data will be transferred into the register that is in the destination side. After this, next instruction we have is MVI M, data. So this instruction means move the contents directly or immediately into the memory location that is pointed by HL pair. So that means the memory that is pointed by the HL pair, at that particular memory location the data which is given in the instruction will be transferred. So here the format is HL and this data will be transferred into the memory location that is pointed by this HL pair. So students, in this case we have M as well as we have data. So this instruction comes under both the two categories. First is the immediate addressing mode and second one is the register indirect addressing mode, because if M is given, that means the addressing mode is register indirect. If the data is given, that means the addressing mode is immediate. So for this instruction you have to write two addressing modes, immediate as well as the register indirect addressing mode. Next is the flag. So no flag will be affected, and bytes. So students, for this instruction we have again 2 bytes. One is for the data and one is for the MVI M. Group is the data transfer group. Now we can see the example. For example, we have the instruction that is MVI M, 09H, and M is the memory location that is pointed by the HL pair, and this HL pair is having address C040H, and at this memory location we have contents 99H. So after the execution of this instruction, now students, C040H can override the new value, and the new value is now at this location is 09H. So that means whatever will be the value that is present in the memory location that is pointed by the HL pair will be replaced by the data that is given in the instruction. So here in this instruction the 09H data is given, so this data will be moved into the memory location C040H. So after execution the result is 09H in this memory location. After this, next instruction we have is LXI RP comma 16-bit data, or we can write here 16-bit address. So students, this instruction means we can load the data immediately into the register pair. So if in any of the instruction X is given, so that means we are talking about the register pair, not about a single pair. So if in any instruction you can find that X is present, so that means you can come to know that we are talking about the pairing. So in a microprocessor 8085 we have three pairs, basically BC, DE and HL, and sometimes we can use the SP. So SP is the stack pointer. So students, basically we have only three pairs that we can generally use in a program. So this instruction means we can directly load the I means immediately. So that means we can immediately load the 16-bit data into the register pair. So means load immediately 16-bit data into register pair. Next is format. So format for this instruction is 16-bit data that we can transfer into the register pair. So register pair is either BC, either it is DE, or either it is HL. Next one is the addressing mode. So students, when I is given in the instruction, that means that instruction is the immediate instruction. And also the second hint for this instruction is the 16-bit data or the 16-bit address is given. So if the data and address is given, so that means that instruction is the immediate addressing mode. So here if I is given here, so that means you have to write here immediate addressing mode. Flags, no flags will be affected. Next is the bytes. So 1 byte will be occupied by LXI RP and 2 bytes will be occupied by the 16-bit address. 1 for 8-bit and 1 byte for another 8 bits. So total bytes occupied by this instruction are 3 bytes group. So the group of this instruction is data transfer group. Now students, after this we can see the example. So example, for example, we have LXI B comma C050H. So students, in this instruction you have to write only one register. So this register means we are talking about the BC pair, because in microprocessor we have predefined register pair, that is BC. If we are writing B, that means obviously we are talking about BC. If we are writing D, that means we are talking about DE. If we are writing M, that means if we are writing H, that means we are talking about HL pair. So example of this instruction is LXI B comma C050H. So according to this instruction, B register is having value that is in the higher order bit and C is having value that is in the lower order bit. So 50 goes to the C register while the higher order byte will be goes to the B register. Another example we can see LXI H comma C00AH. So this instruction means we have H register and second register we have L. So higher order byte of this address goes to the H register and the lower order byte of this address will goes to the L register. So the new value of H is C0H and L corresponds to 0AH. So this is the instruction. This is the immediate instruction because I is given in the instruction. And second, we are talking about the register pair because in the instruction X is written, so X means we are talking about the register pair. Now after this, next instruction we have is exchange instruction. So XCHG. So this is the exchange instruction. This instruction means we can exchange the contents. Exchange instruction means exchange the contents of HL pair with the contents of DE pair. So always while you are writing this instruction, then always the contents of DE will be replaced with the contents of HL and no other pairs will be used. If you want to exchange the contents of HL with the BC, then this instruction won't work. This instruction only work when you want to exchange the contents between HL and DE. Now the format of this instruction. So the format of this instruction is the contents of D will be replaced with the contents of H and the contents of L will be interchanged with the contents of E. So this is the format of this instruction. Next is the addressing mode. So students, in this instruction nothing is given after this opcode, but obviously using this instruction we can exchange the values between the registers. So if we are exchanging the values between the registers, so that means the addressing mode is register addressing mode, because implied addressing mode works when we can apply any operations with the accumulator, but here we are not going to touch the accumulator. By executing this instruction, we are only using HL and DE pairs while we are executing this instruction. So that means using this instruction, if we are using the register, so that means addressing mode of this instruction is register addressing mode. Flags. So no flag will be affected because we are only exchanging the values among the different registers byte. So this will occupy only 1 byte of instruction because nothing is given after the opcode. Next is the group. So the group of this instruction is data transfer group. So this instruction comes under the data transfer group. Now students, the example of this instruction is, suppose before execution H is having value 53H, L is having value 42H, D is having value 23H and E is having value 19H. So we can write the instruction exchange. So after execution of this instruction, now the new values in H and L are, so the value of H will be replaced with the value of D. So the new value in H is the value that was in the D. So the value of H is 23 now and the value of L is the previous value of E. So E is having 19, so that means now the value of L is 19. And similarly for D, now the value of D is the value that was in H previously. So we have 53H in the D previously. So the new value in D is 53 and the new value in E is 42 that was in the L register. So this is how we can execute the instruction exchange. So this is again very important instruction, students. This also comes in the board exams most of the time. So you have to write each and everything while you are solving these type of instructions in the paper. Next instruction is LDA address. So this instruction stands for load the accumulator direct. So here the address is directly given in the instruction. So we can say load accumulator direct. That means That means the contents that are in this particular address which is specified in the instruction will be loaded into the accumulator. So format of this instruction is the contents of the address. So we can write the contents of the address as byte 3 and byte 2. Why, students? Because this is byte 1 of the instruction and address will occupy second and third byte. So that means this instruction is of 3 bytes. So out of 3 byte, one instruction is used by this opcode and rest 2 bytes are used by this address, because address is of 16 bit. So 16 bit means it will occupy 2 bytes of memory. So second and third byte the value that is present in the address that is corresponding by the second and the third byte will be moved or loaded into the accumulator. Next is the addressing mode. So if the address is given in the instruction, then we can say the addressing mode is direct addressing mode, because directly the address is given in the instruction. Next is the flag. So this is a data transfer instruction, so no flags will be affected. Next is the bytes. So here in this instruction we have a address. So address can occupy 2 bytes of memory, that is byte 3 and byte 2, and this opcode will occupy 1 byte of memory. So total this instruction will use 3 bytes of memory. Next is the group. So the group of this instruction is data transfer group. Now we can see the example. So in example, suppose we have a instruction that is LDAC00AH. So here the address is given in the instruction. That means whatever will be the contents that are present in this address, that we can load into the accumulator. So for example, in this address we have contents that are 49H, and these 49H will be moved into accumulator. So after the execution of this instruction, now the contents in accumulator are 49H. So this is how we can execute the instruction. Second example, for example, LDA C000H. So this is the instruction. That means the contents present in this address will be loaded into the accumulator. So for example, in this we have contents 00H. So after the execution of this instruction, now the accumulator is having value 00H. So this is the LDA address instruction, means load the accumulator directly with the contents that are in the that are present in the this address, which is also given in the instruction. Now students, after this instruction we have new instruction, that is STA address. So STA address means store the accumulator direct. That means now the contents of accumulator will be stored into the memory location which is given in the instruction. So that means whatever will be the contents present in the accumulator will be shifted to the location or will be shifted to the address that is given in the instruction. So here the address is given in the instruction, so the contents of accumulator will be moved to the address. Next is addressing mode. So again the address is given in the instruction. That means the addressing mode is direct addressing mode. Flags, no flags will be affected. Bytes, 3 bytes, 2 bytes will be occupied by the address and 1 byte will be occupied by STA, that is opcode. Group is data transfer group. Now you can see the example. So suppose we have an example, that is STA C009H. So this is the example, and in accumulator we have value 0AH, and this is the value which is present in accumulator. Now after the execution of this instruction, now the contents in this memory location is 0AH, because after the execution the contents of accumulator will be stored in the address that is given in the instruction. Now second example we have, suppose STA C0F0H. So this is the address. So that means, and previously in the accumulator we have contents FEH. So after the execution of this instruction, now the contents at this memory location are FEH. So the contents of accumulator will be moved into the memory address that is specified in the instruction. Next instruction we have is LDAXRP. So that stands for load the accumulator indirectly. So indirectly means the address is not given in the instruction. That address will be saved in the register pair, and we can retrieve the address, and from that particular address we can get the value which we are going to load in the accumulator. But in the previous we have instruction that is LDA address. So this instruction means we can load the accumulator with the contents that is present in the address. But in this instruction the address is not given, the register pair is given. So that means the address is stored in this register pair, and so that means initially we have to go to the register pair, then check the memory location, and from that memory location now move the contents into the accumulator. So this is load the accumulator indirect. So format for this instruction is a register pair, and here it is accumulator. So the contents of the memory location that is stored in RP will be loaded into the accumulator. Next is the addressing mode. So students, the addressing mode of this instruction is register indirect. Why this is register indirect? Because the memory location is stored in a register. So likewise, if we are writing the instruction move M comma R, so the memory location is stored in the M, means it is stored in the HL pair, that is memory location that is pointed by M. So that means the contents of register will be shifted to the memory location that is pointed by M. So here the memory location is pointed by a register pair, and that register pair is either HL pair, BC pair or DE pair. Here if we are writing M, that means we are talking about HL, but we can also use BC and DE pairs to store the address. So here other than memory location we can use other register pair also. Now students, here the contents of the memory location will be loaded into the accumulator, and the addressing mode is register indirect because the register address is not given or specified in the instruction. Initially we have to retrieve the address that is stored in the register pair, and then we have to move the contents into accumulator. No flags will be affected because this instruction is a data transfer instruction, and in data transfer instruction no flags will be affected. Next is the bytes. So the bytes of this instruction is only 1 because address and data is not specified in the instruction. Group is the data transfer group. Now we can see the example. Students, the register pair. So suppose we have the instruction that is LDAXB. So here X is given, that means we are talking about a register pair. So if X is given, then you have to write the initial higher order byte register. So if we are writing here B, that means we are talking about BC pair. If we are writing here D, that means we are talking about DE pair. If we are writing here H, that means we are talking about HL pair. So for example, we have an example that is LDAXB, and in B we have value 25H, and in C we have value 22H. So BC pair means BC pair is having value 25, 22H. Now students, after the execution of this instruction, now the contents of this memory location will be loaded into the accumulator. So for example, at this memory location we have contents 40H. So after the execution of this instruction, now the contents in accumulator will be 40H, that is present in the address which is stored in the BC pair. So individually each register can store only 8 bit of data, but the address is of 16 bit. So that means higher order byte of the address will be stored in the one register and lower order byte will be stored in the another register. So higher order byte will always stored in the B, D and H register, while the lower order byte will be stored in the C, E and L register. So here the higher order bit that we can write in the starting will be stored in B, and the lower order byte, that is 22, will be stored in C. So this is LDAX RP instruction. So after this instruction, next instruction we have is STAX RP. So STAX RP means store the accumulator indirect. So that means we can store the contents of the accumulator into the memory location that is pointed by any register pair, whether it is BC, whether it is DE or HL. The addressing mode is again register indirect because directly the address is not specified in the instruction. The address is in any of the register pair. Flags. No flags will be affected. Bytes. 1 byte will be occupied because directly data and address is not specified in the instruction. So for example, we have a instruction that is STAXD. So this instruction means we can load the contents of the accumulator into the memory location that is pointed by the DE pair. So here we have value of D as C0H and E is having value 40H and accumulator is having value 19H. So students, DE is having value C0 and 40H, so that means DE is equal to C0 40H. So after the execution of this instruction, now the contents in C0 40H will be 19H. So that means this instruction means the contents of the accumulator will be stored into the memory location that is pointed by the register pair. So here the register pair is DE because D is written in the instruction. So D is always paired with the E register. So DE register is having address C040. So the contents of accumulator are 19H. So after the execution of this instruction, 19H will be moved into the memory location that is C040H. Now next, we have two more instructions that comes under data transfer group that we can see. Next instruction is LHLD address. So this instruction means load the H and L register directly. Load H and L registers directly. So the format of this instruction is load means the byte 3 and byte 2 will be loaded into the L pair and byte 3 and byte 2 plus 1 will be loaded into the H register. Addressing mode is, so students, here again the address is given, and the address is if given, then the instruction is direct addressing mode because the address is directly given in the instruction. Next is the flag. So no flag will be affected by this instruction because this instruction will be of data transfer group byte. So in this we have address in the instruction. So 2 bytes will be occupied by the address and 1 is occupied by the opcode LHLD. So total 3 bytes of memory is used by this instruction. Next is group. So group is the data transfer group. Now we can see it with the help of example. How does this work. So suppose students, we have an example that is LHLD C040H. So this address is specified in the instruction. That means the contents of this address will be loaded into the L register. So students, always the size of memory location or always the size of the address is 16-bit, but the contents inside this address is always 8-bit, because in 8085 the data is of only 8-bit. So that means this address can store the data, and the data is of 8-bit. So these registers are individually also of 8-bit. So that means these registers can also store 8-bit data, but if we can combine these registers, then it will store 16-bit of data, but individually each and every register can store 8-bit of data. So that means the contents that are present in this memory location are of 8-bit, that will be moved after the execution of this instruction into the L register, while the contents of the next memory location will be stored into the H register. That means, for example, we have two memory location. First is C040, that is represented by byte 2 and byte 3, which is the address, and if we can add the address with 1, then the next memory location is C041H. So that means the contents of this memory location will be stored in the L register, while the contents of this memory location will be stored in the H register. So for example, in the memory, at this memory location we have contents 29H, while at this memory location we have contents 19H. So after the execution of this instruction, now this is the HL pair, where H can represent the higher order byte while L can represent the lower order byte. So L can store which value? The value that is present in this address. So what is present in this address? 29H. So 29H will be moved to L register, while the contents of next memory location will be moved to H register. So the new value of H is 19H, while the value of L is 29H. So this is LHLD. That means the contents of the memory location that is specified in the instruction will be loaded into the L register, while the contents of the next memory location will be loaded into the H register. Both the registers can only store 8-bit of data, and this address can only occupy 8-bit of data. So at a time, a register can store the value at a particular address, and the next value will be stored in some other register. So in this case we have only HL register that is written in the instruction itself. So that means the contents of the address will be loaded into the HL pair. So the address which is given in the instruction will the value of that will be loaded in L, and the value of the next memory location means if the address is C010, so the contents of that will be in L, and the contents of C011H will be in the H register, because it is written here byte 3, byte 2 plus 1 means next memory location. So students, after this, next instruction we have is SHLD address. So that means store the HL registers directly, means the contents of L register will be stored into the memory location that is written in the instruction, and the contents of L will be stored in the next memory location. Addressing mode. The addressing mode is direct addressing mode, because the address is given in the instruction and directly we can store and load the data. Flags. No flags will be affected because the instruction comes under data transfer group. Bytes. Address is specified in the instruction, so 1 byte will be occupied by this opcode and 2 bytes will be occupied by the address. So for example, we have an example that is SHLD and the memory location is C049H. So students, according to this example, SHLD C049H, suppose in the H we have 22H value, and in L we have 42H value. So after the execution of this instruction, now at this C049 location, the contents of L will be stored. So the contents at this memory location will be 42H, and at C050H, the contents that will be stored that are in the H pair. So the contents at the next memory location will be the contents that are present in H. So after execution, the value of these two memory addresses will be 42H and 22H. So this is all about the data transfer group. So note student, one important thing, in data transfer group, no flags will be affected in any of the instruction, and we have major LDAX, LDA, LHLD. So these can load the contents into accumulator. Next is STAX, STA and SHLD. So this can be used to store the contents of the accumulator. If X is specified in the instruction, that means we are talking about the register pair. If I is specified in the instruction, that means immediately we can transfer the data. So this is about the data transfer group.